The star of the show 1,000-Pound Sisters, Tammy Slaton, sent out a message to her followers that was both powerful and uplifting. The message included a lesson about the importance of loving oneself. Since the year 2000, Tammy and her family have been featured on the film 1,000-Pound Sisters. Because their reality program has highlighted their remarkable weight reduction journeys, she and Amy are the two cast members who have garnered the most attention because of their participation. It was recently stated by Tammy that she has shed 500 pounds. Conversations have begun once again over the possibility of Tammy undergoing skin removal surgery, which took place during a recent doctor's appointment that was shown on 1,000-Pound Sisters. Tammy Slaton, a member of 1,000-Pound Sisters, issued a remarkable message to her followers, encouraging them to persevere through the numerous challenges that life presents and to triumph over adversity. In the most recent post that Tammy made on Instagram, she uploaded a video that showed her gazing directly at the camera. In the video, she conveyed a powerful message to her followers on social media about persevering through the numerous challenges that life presents and prevailing over difficulties. She added that the path to becoming the best version of yourself is to build up self-love, which is a trait that she has finally achieved on her quest to lose weight. She also mentioned that the need to create strength and resilience was mentioned in the description of the post. She instilled in her followers the belief that every step forward counts, despite the fact that progress will not always be simple. As an additional point of interest, Tammy stated that everyone who is working to overcome a variety of obstacles owes it to themselves to keep going, to keep growing, and to never settle. At the end of her Instagram post, the star of 1,000-Pound Sisters encouraged her followers to keep moving forward, to continue believing in themselves, and to never forget that they are capable of amazing things. Up to this point, the post has been liked by more than 15,000 individuals, and more than 400 of those individuals have responded in the comments section, expressing how motivating Tammy is. Some of them have even stated that they required this message now. Ever since the first episode of 1,000-Pound Sisters aired in the year 2020, Tammy has come a long way. Her life was not fulfilling, and she had a tendency to be more pessimistic than that of others. Her weight loss is the most noticeable change that has occurred during her metamorphosis. At this time, she has shed at least 500 pounds, which is a remarkable achievement that deserves praise. However, that is not the only change that she has undergone. In proportion to the amount of weight she sheds, she is gaining an increasing amount of control over her life. Taking care of Tammy's mental health and overall well-being is a component of that control. Now, the star of 1,000-Pound Sisters is experiencing a great deal of joy and optimism. She is at last becoming in love with life, and more importantly, she is falling in love with herself. The fact that she is able to promote self-love in her Instagram posts is a testament to the fact that she has been successful in establishing that trait inside herself first. Within the context of her journey, Tammy has reached a point where she desires to contribute to the community. As seen by the countless comments left by her supporters on the internet, she serves as a source of motivation for a great number of individuals. Now that she is confident that she is capable of doing anything, she wants to make sure that other people are aware that they are doing the same thing. Although it requires a significant amount of effort and determination, if you are able to triumph over these challenges, the benefits that await you on the other side will be well worth the effort. A new chapter in Tammy Slaton's journey. Tammy Slaton's journey from living as part of the 1,000-Pound Sisters duo to embarking on a life-changing transformation has captured the hearts and minds of millions. Known for her candidness, struggles, and moments of triumph, Tammy's story is one of the ultimate battles for self-empowerment, health, and personal growth. From appearing on 1,000-Pound Sisters alongside her sister Amy, to facing health crises, therapy, family dynamics, and her own internal struggles with self-worth, Tammy has always been open about the challenges she's faced. Now, in an exclusive interview, Tammy reflects on the most transformative period of her life. Through a combination of weight loss success, improved living conditions, and a newfound sense of self, she opens up about her road to healing and whether she has finally found self-love, something she admits to having struggled with for years. The early struggles, a battle within. I've been through a lot, and a lot of it's been on display for the whole world to see. Tammy begins, her voice steady yet reflective. I've had moments where I didn't even recognize myself. I didn't know who I was, and I certainly didn't love the person I saw in the mirror. For Tammy, the battle with self-love didn't happen overnight. It was a slow, painful process. She reflects on growing up in a household where food was often the answer to emotional stress, a crutch that led to unhealthy habits and a deepening weight problem. Food was my comfort, but it became my prison. I didn't just gain weight, I lost myself. It was like I was fading into the background of my own life. Though Tammy was never shy about being in the public eye, it was her own perception of herself that she struggled with the most. She admits that her health and physical state were directly linked to how she felt about herself internally. I was ashamed. I didn't like how I looked. But I think what made it worse was that I didn't think I deserved better. I thought this was my life, and I was just stuck with it. The turning point. A new living situation. A new beginning. For many, the idea of hitting rock bottom can be a turning point. For Tammy, it wasn't a single moment, but rather a collection of smaller ones that finally pushed her to change. A big factor in her current progress was her recent move to a new living situation, a step that represented both a literal and figurative fresh start. After years of living in the same environment, which was marred by unhealthy habits, negative influences, and a lack of accountability, Tammy made the decision to move. She was ready for a new space where she could focus on herself, her health, and her mental well-being. This new environment, with its focus on privacy, comfort, and positivity, has played a significant role in her transformation. I needed space. I needed peace. I needed to be able to just think and breathe without the constant pressure of being in the same environment where I didn't feel supported, Tammy shares. I think a lot of it was mental. Physically, I could try to lose weight all I wanted, but if my mind wasn't right, I'd keep falling back into old patterns. Moving into my new place wasn't just about finding a better home. It was about finding myself. In her new home, Tammy has focused on creating an atmosphere of self-care and introspection. It's quiet here, and that's important. I've been able to spend time alone, work on my goals, and really think about what I want from life, she explains. There's no one around to tell me what I should be doing. I can just focus on me. The weight loss transformation. Taking control of her health. Tammy's weight loss journey has been well documented, and fans have witnessed both her successes and setbacks. But as she continues to transform, one thing has become clear. It's not just about shedding pounds, it's about reclaiming control over her life. I was at a point where I just couldn't keep living the way I was. It wasn't sustainable, and it wasn't healthy, Tammy admits. I had to face facts. I was killing myself slowly. But there's something empowering about realizing you have the power to change. No one can do it for you. You have to do it for yourself. One of the key factors in Tammy's weight loss transformation has been a more structured and disciplined approach to her health. She has committed to a healthier lifestyle, including a balanced diet, exercise, and ongoing therapy. She speaks openly about the mental hurdles she's had to overcome in order to stay on track. It's hard work. Every day is a choice. But I've started to see results, and that's what keeps me going. It's not about being perfect, but about being consistent. She pauses for a moment before adding, I'm not going to lie, there are days when I just want to give up. But I remind myself that I've come too far to turn back. And the biggest change. It's not just the way I look, it's the way I feel. I feel alive. I feel strong. I feel capable. The role of therapy and mental health. Learning to love herself. Beyond the physical changes, one of the most profound aspects of Tammy's transformation has been her work on her mental health. For years, she struggled with issues related to self-esteem and emotional trauma. Therapy has been a major component of her healing process. Therapy has been life-changing. It's helped me work through things I never thought I'd talk about, Tammy reveals. It's not easy. Sometimes I have to face things I don't want to face, but I know it's necessary. I've learned that I'm not defined by my mistakes. I'm not defined by my past. I am who I choose to be. Tammy's therapy sessions have allowed her to understand the roots of her emotional eating, her struggles with body image, and her feelings of inadequacy. I've learned to forgive myself. I've learned that I'm allowed to be happy, to be healthy, to love myself. And I've learned that love isn't something you just give to others. You've got to start with yourself. Has she finally learned to love herself? After years of struggles, therapy, weight loss, and personal growth, the question on everyone's mind is whether Tammy has finally learned to love herself. I'm getting there, she says, her voice softening. I don't think it's something that happens overnight, but I'm learning to appreciate who I am, flaws and all. Tammy admits that self-love is still a work in progress. Some days are easier than others, but I've started to see myself differently. I don't look at myself as a failure anymore. I see someone who is fighting, who is strong, who is worthy. She reflects on how far she's come, both physically and emotionally. When I look at myself now, I don't just see the weight. I see the woman who fought for her life. I see the woman who's working every day to be better. And that's something I'm proud of. Though she is quick to say that she's not perfect, Tammy acknowledges the profound shift in her mindset. Loving yourself doesn't mean you're always going to feel great about yourself. It just means you accept yourself. You acknowledge your flaws but also recognize your strength. And that's something I'm starting to do. Looking ahead, a bright future of possibilities. As Tammy continues on her path of self-discovery, self-love, and transformation, she is more hopeful than ever about what lies ahead. I still have a long way to go, but I'm excited for what's next. I'm not just focusing on losing weight anymore. I'm focusing on living. I'm focusing on being happy, healthy, and at peace with who I am. Her weight loss goals are still in sight, but Tammy has also set new, more holistic goals for herself. She wants to continue to strengthen her mind, body, and spirit. I'm working on finding balance. Life isn't just about one thing, it's about everything coming together, she says. I'm learning to love all parts of myself, even the parts I'm still working on. Tammy's journey, though public, is ultimately one that is deeply personal. It's about finding strength in vulnerability, hope in despair, and love in the face of adversity. As she continues her transformation, one thing is clear. Tammy Slaton is finally learning to love herself, and that's the most powerful transformation of all. A message of hope and resilience. In closing, Tammy offers a message to anyone out there who might be struggling with their own challenges, be it weight, self-love, or personal growth. If there's one thing I want you to know, it's this: you are not alone. You can change. You can grow. You can love yourself. It's never too late to start, and you are worth the effort. As she reflects on her journey, Tammy reminds us,